Today's video is sponsored by our friends at Hyperlite.
Well, hey friends and neighbors, this is Chuck out at Sheraton Park Farms. Welcome back to the farm. So today, we're going to work on the shop. It's kind of a dark, depressing place to be, but I think we've got something that's going to fix that. So hang around with us for a little bit. Let me show you what's going on. Let's get to work on lighting this shop up a little bit. All right, here it is. This is our shop building, and this is kind of farm central. Anytime this is storage, grills, old trucks, tools. I mean, this is where the magic sort of happens. The problem is, in this 60 by 40 shop, it is dark. I mean, it's dark. And all that we really have for light, except for, I'll show you something here in a minute. We've got 4 of these old 8-foot fluorescent bulbs, fluorescent fixtures. There's one there, there's one right overhead, and then there's another one that is above that garage door that when the door is open, you get no light. There's one above this garage door. When this door is open, you get no light. Now we can close this door down here. Part of the way and get some light, and that helps. But it's not nearly enough. Even in the daytime, middle of the summer, it's still fairly dark in here. I mean, because it's a big building. I think 60 by 40, something like that. And in the wintertime, these fluorescent fixtures, when it's cold, man, they won't even come on. Over here in sort of the work area, where, you know, I keep all the tools and the workbench and the stove, man, it's so dark you can't see. We do have a little bit of auxiliary light over here that I have to plug in. So we got to plug it in here. And I've got a couple of fixtures that I bought. These are just plug-in fixtures from Harbor Freight. LED. And it lights this up pretty good over here. But you got to plug it in. I mean, that's how redneck hoopty can you get. So the folks from Hyperlite reached out to us and said, hey, we've got a product we think that might be helpful on a lighting project if you've got someplace you can use it. So we held our hand up and said, ho, yes, we do. So let me show you what we got. We're going to get to work on this and see if we can't lighten this place up. Okay, here's what we got. We got 8 of the LED high bay Hero series. These are 150 watt LED lights. And we're going to put 8 of these up in the shop. And I'm going to leave the link in the description down below for these lights. I plugged them up just to kind of see what kind of light they produce, and it is amazing. There's some other guys that have done videos on these and shown lighting up their shops. Makes it look like an operating room, but look at that. Heavy duty construction. This is all the casing is metal. Does have a safety cable here. Plug. I think we're probably going to end up straight wiring these in so that we can operate them off of a switch. Neighbor Christian from out the road, who is a licensed electrician, he's going to come out, do all the wiring work for me. Got to run and get a man lift, because we're looking at, I think we're about 14 or 16 feet tall in this shop over there where we're going to be putting the lights. So can't reach it with a ladder and don't want to, you know, we want to be safe about it. So I've rented a man lift. I'll run and get that here in just a few minutes. But this is what we're using. Got 8 of them, and I think that's going to work. Now we're going to eventually come back on this side and get a couple more of these Hyperlite. I don't know which series we'll use, but we'll probably put 2 of those over here. Put them on their own switch so that we can control light in this area as well. So let's go get a man lift. Let's get to work on this thing. See if we can't let there be some light somewhere. All right, one last look at the old dark shop. Got the front door and the back door closed. I've got my lights plugged in over there in the work area, but we're going to see if we can't lighten this thing up. Ready to go get the man lift. Early morning. It is cold, y'all. The old truck struggled a little bit. Had to plug it in. I've got an electric truck. Plug that thing in and it helps it warm up. All right, so we're heading down to the rental place to rent a man lift. I've never rented one of these before, and I looked on their website. They had 3 or 4 different kinds, and most of them looked like they were warehouse lifts that had real low clearance at the bottom, and I really don't have anything that I can haul that on. I don't think I can get it up on the dump trailer. We might have been able to get it up on Saunders' dad's rollback, but I'm not sure. So we went with more of a high wheel with a little more ground clearance that you can just tow directly. I think it takes a 2-inch ball. So we'll get down here and see what it looks like. First time renting from these folks. The lady was very nice on the phone. We're renting this on a Saturday morning, which I think will end up giving us the whole weekend for only a day's worth of charge. But we may only need this thing for part of the day today. There's not a whole lot of high work that needs to be done. I think the majority of it is going to be in the box. We'll see what Christian needs to do with the electrical work on it, but I'm just not sure. I'm not an electrician, don't pretend to be, so that's why I've got somebody coming to help me out. So we'll see how this works out. Lord, now is that how it's going to sit?
I think so.
Man, that's slick.
And I got tape measures sitting right there by the camera box.
Yep.
You don't care to try to toss it to me.
Yep.
I'm trying to measure, see how far it's got to be. Oh, we're less than, even including that little bump on the bottom, we're 6 inches.
Oh, wow.
So,
Low profile.
yeah, I mean, it'll go under.
Plenty of room under that. Okay. Nice. Nice. Oh boy, we're doing another one or something here, ain't we?
We're trying to get, how far out of this thing, we're trying to get another beam. We what now? How far out of this thing, we're trying to get another beam.
36 feet.
30 feet up.
All right, here it is, the final product. It is about 8 o'clock on Saturday night. We got these installed. Only took a couple hours. Neighbor Christian from out the road, who is an electrician. I am not. Came out and helped with the install on these. We did cut the 3-prong plug off and direct wire these in so that we can operate them off of a switch over here next to the door. Super satisfied with how these turned out. These are the Hyperlite Radar Series, 150 watt, 5,000 Kelvin is the temperature on these. And it gives great light throughout the shop. We're getting good light into the corners, along the walls. I've got 2 more lights ordered to go over here in the workshop area. So when we get those in, we'll put those in over there, and then we will be sort of complete with this. But this was the area that I really wanted to work on. I want to post a link in the description down below for these lights over on Amazon. Again, they're the Hyperlite Radar Series 150 watt, 5,000 Kelvin lights. We really appreciate the folks from Hyperlite supporting us on this project and helping out with this. It's made a huge difference in the shop, and I think it's going to be really nice this winter so that we can come in here and work. Those old fluorescent bulbs, those fluorescent lights, those things were just tired, worn out, and it was awful. It made the space unusable. So now, as you can see, I need to clean up some stuff. I've got a mess in here, but we'll get to that eventually. But really happy with how this turned out. Thanks to Hyperlite, thanks to Christian for coming out and helping us get these in. We are really excited to get the shop in a more usable space. So nice. Like I always say, please keep us in your prayers. May God bless you and your families, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.